Hey, Smitty. Yeah, and you're muted.
Well, I mean, I know I was muted.
Hmm.
I started off muted, man. We just,
Yep. Just remember,
I'm gonna
ladies
be a
and
little
gentlemen.
tired, man. I've been sitting in this chair for 12 hours for the last 3 days.
There you go. Let's get it on, y'all. For every off season, there's always an aftermath. Let's go. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And welcome to another edition of Off Season Aftermath with your boy Cool Cat Connor, my guy King DV. What up, King?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Yep. And my guy Smitty Eagle. What up, Smitty?
Man, what's good, man? I'm cooling, man. Feeling good today.
Yep. Today on the show, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. The aftermath of a new Eagle signing, of AJ Brown getting extended, and the 2024 NFL Draft reactions and grades. So tune in right now. Here we go. We'll start off with our first signing, the offseason offensive lineman help in Philadelphia, former Jet and first round draft choice, I'm bad with words.
Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, planned to sign a 1-year deal worth up to $5.5 million with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Smitty, your reaction?
I mean, right now, he kind of disappointing as a first round draft pick. You know what I mean? So, he coming to play with Jeff Stoutland though. So if anybody could tap into that potential, man, it's probably Jeff. You know what I'm saying? If anybody had an opportunity to see what he really got and see if he really could be on the field, it's gonna be him. He coming in to be a swing tackle, so he won't get a lot of PT. He won't get a lot of playing time, but he will be in. If Jeff Stoutland can somehow figure out a way to get him to play something other than tackle, though, and he somehow could fight for that right guard spot. I mean, he's a big guy, man. He does have some potential. Like when he did play, he did have some good snaps. He does have some good film. He do got a lot of bad habits that he has created over time, man. But we've seen Jeff Stoutland take guys and turn silver into gold. So I believe if Jeff Stoutland went out there and picked him up, man, I gotta believe Jeff Stoutland sees something he could tap into that he could turn into a diamond, man. So it could be a good pickup, man. I'm not sure right now from what I've seen so far. Him being on the Jets, his opportunities, he has capitalized on a few, but he has made some horrible mistakes, and he hasn't stayed healthy. So we're gonna see what he brings to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. It should be an interesting pickup throughout camp. He's gonna get an opportunity, possibly to probably try some other positions once he gets on the Stoutland. because Stoutland, you know how he plays. We sign guys for centers and they turn into guards. We sign them for guards, they turn into tackles. So it's an opportunity for him to figure some things out. And shout out to Miss Ash for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you.
Salute to you, Miss Ash. Gang ready for the season. We all are. King, your reaction to our new offensive lineman?
Man, I'll just say this, right? I'm excited about Stoutland's new project. You know, I think that he had his eye on this kid for some time. I like, you know, what he had to say about him, the short little thing that he had to say about him. With the Jets, he didn't really have too much good film. He has okay film, but he doesn't have good film to make me say he's going to be a standout as of right now. But hey, anything can happen if he gets.
You gotta,
he
DV,
gets
you gotta separate the film. I had a Jets dude send me some games where he wasn't injured because he was like, bro, a lot of the film he injured. So I watched a couple of the film. Like he probably only got like 7 games though where he actually healthy, and it's like that's not good. That's not a good sign, man. I hate that. And he's 25. He's 25. Jeff Stoutland tapped into that well.
I mean, if it turns out to be great, it's a great pickup, man. You know, he's still working even after the draft that we had, so it's a good thing.
Yep. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Still. I see you going off on these Cowboy fans on Twitter, on X Still. So salute to Still. We got Ready Red in the building. Emmanuel Walker. Let's see.
No, that was Michael Parsons' brother. He was going at.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Why would I be mad about Trotter in the 5th? That's crazy. Nobody can be mad about that.
Exactly. So on Thursday, yep. So on Thursday, you saw our reaction to AJ Brown getting extended. So it's been a few days out. King, how you feel about the extension? A few days out.
I'm gonna say it like this, right? I do not want to hear another word about AJ Brown being treated. I don't want to hear another word about him being disgruntled in the locker room. I don't want to hear any of that. All I want to hear is how are we going to get better, and how are we going to capitalize on this signing. Period. They already got people saying that what?
Can you go to that Ready Red comment? Because I know DV didn't see the Ready Red comment. None of us seen it. We let him slide by. The one about the O-line. What? Man, Ready Red, why you be playing with us like this, bro? Shouldn't do it. Yeah, he coming to. Yeah, y'all finna set up new O-line for sure. Because Dak Prescott gonna be playing for somebody else.
I'm not even
take y'all money and then be leaving.
Because I see King DV face. So go ahead, King
get
DV.
That $55 million and he finna slide on you bums.
Go ahead, King DV.
I'm not into it.
Yeah, I know.
And y'all ain't finna make the playoffs. Y'all finna miss the playoffs and everything, man. Y'all finna be in the top 12 pick, man. Y'all finna be picking Shador. Y'all might get Cam Ward, you trash cowboy, you dirty star, you. He said that's what he meant. Okay. Yeah, you better get Shador. That ain't gonna help you though.
Yeah, go ahead, King. I know.
I mean,
I know, bro.
At the end of the day, happy for AJ Brown. Hopefully, this whole talk about him getting the extension because Smitty got his extension can die down, because a lot of people are saying that now, which it's a horrible take. It's a horrible take, but it's happy that we locked our guys in, and we're ready to go for the season.
Yep, Smitty.
Shakita, what's good, sis? It's a good extension, man. It's a good extension, man. They put a lot of pressure on a lot of people, man. You know, I know y'all don't want to entertain the Dallas situation, but I'm entertaining it because you know why? This extension right here, the AJ Brown extension. They said we couldn't pay him, and we paid him 2 times before you paid CD. Matter of fact, and we paid another receiver, and you still over there paying Brandon Cooks. Like, your poverty. Your tallest running back is 5'10", and now you're begging Zeke to come play running back. Your tallest running, and then the backup, he's 5'6". Hey, Ready Red, man. You have officially became poverty. You let the Washington Commanders outperform you in the offseason and the draft. And they stole half your players, half your coaches. They might have stole your powers, man. This might be what's the movie DV when the basketball players lost their powers?
Space Jam
With Michael Jordan, Space Jam. This might be Space Jam for y'all, man. Y'all might have just got Monstarred. AJ Brown got extended, bro. Y'all better answer the phone when CD keep calling, man. Because we put pressure on the league, man. And I'm with DV, man. I don't want to hear no more of that trade talk. He don't want to be here. He signed another extension just to laugh in y'all face. He's contracted through 2028. Man, it's gonna be a long ride for y'all, man. Y'all might as well go ahead and buckle up, put your seatbelts on, your ski mask and your helmet, because this gonna be a show, man. I'm ready to see it, man. Like I remember him telling us like to cherish how long they would be together, and then you look up and they both contracted through 2028, and it's only 2024. And we already got 2 years of it, so we guaranteed at least 5 more, if anything. You know what I mean? And how you supposed to argue with greatness? They said you couldn't pay people when you got a quarterback under contract. Well, I think they lied. I think they didn't have Howie Roseman. And I think here soon, you're going to look back at this contract, man. It's going to look like a steal because there's still some guys out there that's yet to set the market. So I think in the next few days, you're going to see a few of those guys get paid. They're not going to wait too much longer. Once A.J. Brown got paid, the door and the phone started ringing. The door started getting knocks and the phone started ringing. So it's time for some of these teams to answer up. And I love that Howie did that because Howie always in front of the gun, man. He's never behind the bullet. You know what I mean? He's always jumping in front of it. Nope. Let me go ahead and get it done right now. AJ, you need an extension. We ain't gonna run you into next year, and we fighting in the offseason. Let me get it done now. Hey, Smitty, now. Landon, now. Malata, now. Let me go get CJ Gardner-Johnson. Let me go get Saquon Barkley. Like this has been one of the most outstanding offseason for Howie Roseman, man. And I'm gonna be honest. Like after this, I ain't really got much else to say about him. Right? He done put in 4 or 5 good years, man, of bringing guys in. He showed his worth. This is a great signing, man. We on the greatness, man. We in the era that a lot of teams ain't seen since they created the cap. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. It's a good signing, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's about time a lot of people keep their mouths shut when it comes to the A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith signing because we signed both our wide receivers. We signed Jalen freaking Hurts. We signed Landon Dickerson. We signed Jordan Mailata. We signed Jake Elliott. We got Bryce Huff. We got Saquon. We got Chauncey. This draft we're about to talk about. Listen, man. How we
look, Cool Cat. You see, I ain't even speak on the draft. I had just spoke on the free agency like you, and I'm like, and then when you said the draft, I was like, dang, we still got 9 more plus the 7 we signed UDFAs. How we be cooking, bro?
Yeah.
How would be making me feel like the cap space might be imaginary, man. I don't know how you do it.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and talk about the NFL draft because we got our draft picks. We're going to grade each and every one, but your initial, King, we'll start with you. Your initial reaction to the NFL draft and all the draft picks before we go one by one.
I mean, what can you say? Like, live, I was more pissed that we didn't get Edwin Cooper.
Right.
But just looking at how he was cooking in the draft and showing up the next season on the midst of, still being able to get a guy like, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in the 5th, whereas though he was, a late 2nd, early 3rd round pick was amazing, regardless of how he fell. He was just cooking. Man. Like, PFF did give us a grade already of A+. I can't be mad at it. I really can't. You know, it was a couple questionable draft picks, you know, that I feel like that he was reaching a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
feel like that edge rusher that we're going to talk about,
Yep.
I like that was a little reach. But overall, man, I just think it was a decent draft. And he was cooking. He was cooking, man. You know, we were top 5 in the draft, the best draft of the night. I mean, not night, the weekend, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how he did his thing, man. You know, he got some home cooking with Trotter Jr. and he also got shored up the almost ranked last secondary in the league with 2 big type time stars in the first 2 rounds. So, you know, we can't be mad at him. Overall, man, I'm ecstatic, man. I'm happy and I'm excited to see what these young boys going to do. And shout out to everybody, all the young guys that actually got their dreams fulfilled by being drafted in the NFL, not just the Eagles, but the NFL period, man.
Yep. Smitty?
Hey, that edge rusher to find out some things I found out. I kind of feel like it was a reach at the time. Like initially, I definitely thought it was a hell of a reach. I didn't even know who he was, but like to find out the whole defensive staff kind of wanted him here. Vic Fangio was like really clamoring for dude, and then I found out kind of like what his role gonna be. So I maybe think we could have got him later. But I heard he might have been on the Cowboys big board. So if that's true and we stole it from them, no, I was talking to a couple of people and they said they heard that the Cowboys was looking at dude or whatever come in and kind of play that same role we gonna have him play. But the overall draft, I mean, it was a good draft, man. Like it was a good draft. How he did what he had to do. 6 of the 9 guys on that chart was on my big board, so cool with that.
Yep. So let's go ahead and grade all the draft picks. We'll start off with the first one with the
What?
well, that's Cooper DeJean. The first pick we got Quinyon Mitchell with the 22nd overall pick. So
But you don't got his picture though?
Oh, I got his picture.
Oh,
it ain't on StreamYard.
Man.
It ain't on StreamYard.
That's how we do the young brother, man. We ain't got the young brother picture.
I gotta put it back on your StreamYard, like you said, Smitty. StreamYard be acting funny. StreamYard be acting funny, man. So I gotta put it back on here. So go ahead, King. We'll start with you and give your grade on Quinyon Mitchell.
Quinyon Mitchell is an A+. He was the number. I feel like that he was the best cornerback in the draft, especially adapting to the Vic Fangio scheme. A lot of people would argue Terrion Arnold was better than him, but I don't think he would affect the scheme more than Quinyon Mitchell. And I feel like that Quinyon Mitchell being drafted at number 1 gives him the opportunity to learn from Darius Slay on his way out. This is a great pickup by Howie Roseman. And it just happened to fall in our laps, man. We didn't even have to move up. It was one of those things where, you know, it was just a no-brainer at that point.
I love you guys. Let's see. Cool Cat will get his salute to Chiquita. Cool Cat will get his Cool Cat smoking that. Y'all ain't right on this thing. Go ahead, Smitty.
Oh man. Great pick, man. We might be losing our one of our scouts today, man. Brad Obi, man. Oh man, this is crazy. He been with us for 15 years too. He been our scout in the Southwest region for 15 years, man. So he been here a long time. But Quinyon Mitchell was a great pickup. He was the number 1 DB on my board in the draft. I've been pretty much on his train since the Senior Bowl, since he popped on the scene. I pretty much been wanting him to come here. I thought he was definitely going to be out of our range. The board fell amazingly the way we wanted it to. We didn't have to give up any capital in the first round to get the best cornerback on the board. So I definitely appreciate Howie for addressing a situation of need. Great pickup.
Yep, I agree with y'all. A+ for me as well. I like the pick. I mean, we need a corner in the first round.
Oh,
So
we grading these two at the same time.
yeah.
Okay, A+, A+.
Yep. Yep. So now here's the real picture of Cooper DeJean. Smitty, your reaction and grade Cooper. We got him in the second round, pick 40. We traded up.
I'll never forget what we got him, man. But my initial reaction, right, was I was hella upset, really mad about the pick, and then Jeff McClain made me a fan. I heard Jeff McClain turn into an idiotic imbecile in front of this young kid, his first day being an Eagle. And I said, you know what? I hope this young man turn into be something, because he is one of the dumbest people. I hate Jeff McClain to the heart, and just listen to him. Like, I was just like, man, this is pathetic. But overall, I didn't think the kid was like, unathletic or nothing like that. I thought he wasn't gonna be a corner. But if Fangio find a role for him, he succeed. I'm all for the pick. He should have been a first rounder, so I have to be fair with the grade. I can't grade it outside this. So I'm gonna give him an A for this
one. Yep. King.
So my initial reaction was when we got him at 40, we traded up for him at 40 because I was excited that we traded up, but it was more so I wanted Edgerrin Cooper. I felt like that they got the wrong Cooper, but just being able to have time to sleep on it and everything like that. I understand why that we double dipped in the DB room because of what we went through last season. I feel like that this kid could, do miracles in the secondary. We do got a lot of guys that is injury prone in the secondary. Let's just be honest, and he could step in and make something happen. He's one of those kids that can play anywhere. But I'd rather him safety or in the slot, not outside. But overall, man, it's an A for me. I think that Cooper DeJean is going to find his way here, and he might get
How you feel
extended.
about that Jeff McClain, bro? I know
How I
that
feel
made you
about it?
hot. I know that made you a little
Yeah.
bit of a fan of the kid just because of how he got disrespected his first night, bro.
No, it's more so how he handled it.
I like how he handled it. He was like, if they put me on the field, I'm gonna play. Like how do you ask him, do you think you're gonna get playing time because you're a white cornerback? Like what? Like Jeff McClain, what kind of stupidity was you on when you asked that question? When you wrote it down in your pad and you was like, I'm gonna ask this young white man who got drafted, who's a young kid coming out of college, who's achieving the dream of a lifetime. I'm gonna ruin it with the dumbest question I can find in my heart. And it's if you're gonna get to play because you're a white DB. The man is an imbecile,
Jeff
bro.
McClain, but this is why Fletcher Cox don't mess with him. Don't mess with him at all. And this is why he got the cold shoulder when he tried to ask him an interview question like that. Like, he's ignorant. I don't know why he still has a job. But I'm just happy that the kid was able to handle that. And it was like, damn, welcome to Philly, Cooper DeJean, because this is basically what you're going to be faced with, especially if you have a bad game or a bad play. You're going to be faced with questions like that, like, oh, would he made that if he wasn't a white? Like, if you didn't check it then, or if you didn't handle it the way you handled it then it would have continued to went that route, But he understands very quickly, very quickly.
I think he already understands. He learned first night. Oh, Jeff McClain, this what they've been talking about? Jeff McClain.
Why is Jeff McClain even in the locker room, man? I mean, what kind of a stupid question was that?
Bro,
I don't.
When I heard it, I was like, wow, Jeff. Wow. Didn't he ruin somebody else draft night the other night? Didn't he try to ruin Jalen Carter draft night too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
He a weirdo.
Oh, Jeff McClain, I swear to God, man. He ain't gonna get me today. I'm with King and Smitty. A for Cooper DeJong, man. It's just these reporters, man. I swear. All right.
Really rare. You could think it. Like obviously, it's easy to make a thought that okay, yeah, we haven't seen a white cornerback in a long time. It's been a long time. But to ask him, do he think he's gonna play? And he just got drafted in the second round, 40th overall. He obviously thought he was gonna play when he got drafted. The team that spent two second round picks to move up obviously thought he was gonna be on the field. So why would you ask that? That's just dumb. just idiotic.
Jeff is goaded. Oh. Anyway, I'm not even going to answer that with a response. Anyway, Jalix Hunt, round 3. Go ahead, Smitty's reacting great because it looked like you were excited about it.
I'm clapping for you. You didn't butcher that young man name. I thought for sure you was going to kill that man. Hey, DV, I was up here like, yeah, he's going to say some crazy shit. Hey, he said it right. I went to clapping like, what? You got the... Because, hey,
love my brothers.
You did that one, bro. You did that one. Nah, hey, listen. I'm gonna start off with my grade, right? I'm gonna give it a solid C. Right now, you know what I'm saying? He a raw talent. He's a safety turn edge. But in this defense, he's gonna be asked to play the strong side, and he's gonna ask to sometimes go get the quarterback. He doesn't have a real bag, if you say, but he do got one hell of a bull rush right now. You know what I'm saying? But he's still developing as an edge. But I think what Fangio is going to ask him to do is play the edge, which set the edge because he's a bigger guy, and pick up tight ends and running backs coming out of the backfield, which him being a safety, he is very well at doing. And I think it's going to be a solid pickup if our defensive coaches, position coaches can get him ready for his job assignment. He's going to play the role of that pretty much kind of linebacker edge type guy. If nobody coming out, go get the quarterback, but give it a time before you get out there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see it, read the defense, pick it up. It was a little bit of a reach. I didn't like that they got him here. I think they could have got him later in the draft, but knowing that he came with a third rounder next year, it makes me a little bit less on the side of it being a reach because we get the opportunity to pick another guy in this almost same position we picked him in. So we didn't really lose. It's really just a project. If he don't work out, we got a third in 2025 that came with the trade back that we got for trading back to the position where we got him at. So it's a cool how we made another cook. If you look at it in that manner, he came with a third round pick for 2025.
Okay.
With Smitty, I think that it should be a C. Should be a C. I understand his role in this defense, or what they're trying to do with him. I understood when Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni talked about it, what his role would be, but at the same time, I don't understand why we got this man this high. And a lot of people are talking about the school that he went to, but I feel like, he got something to prove. Get a guy a chance. He's going to be a part of the rotation. We wanted to get an edge. We needed an edge. We got one. I don't know. Of course, it wasn't the best edge, but I feel like at the end of the day, they know more of the scouting report than we do. We just get it from third parties, honestly. But
Do you think it helped though that we got a third with him though?
Yeah.
Because that pit when we traded back, they gave us a third. So drafting him there, do you think it helped? Like kind of like, oh, we know we're reaching, but we got a chance to make up for it next year if it was a massive reach.
It wasn't a massive reach because the situation of that extra pick in the next year draft that helped. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a major reach, but for what we need right now, I feel like it was a reach because I think it was better edges in that spot
Lindor.
before you got him. That's the only reason why I said it was a reach.
No, I feel no. I definitely feel like it was I agree with you that it was a reach, but I felt like that's kind of what made it maybe like soften the blow a little bit, DV. Like, we got a third next year. So if he don't work out, we still got 5 guys in the rotation. We possibly can pick up a vet or whatever. So I don't know. I was just thinking about it like that when I was looking at like the draft compensation we received. I see we got the third for moving down where we moved to get him. So I was like, okay, he came with a third. So you give Fangio and his defensive coaches a project that they feel like they can turn into something. And if they do, we got to steal. And if they don't, we get a chance, the opportunity to address it next year in the third.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I give it. It was a reach. I agree. I'll give it a solid B. I'll give it a solid B. But you guys are right on this. It was a reach. It was a reach, but it depends on what Vic Fangio wants to do with him. So that's my thing. It's a reach, but it only depends on what Vic Fangio wants to do with him when the season starts. So there's that. So next up, we got ourselves a running back, Will Shipley.
Oh man, Will Shipley.
Start us off. Yes.
Will Shipley, Clemson. Man,
Yeah.
Listen. I like him. He do a lot of the things we want in a running back too right now, man. I think he can come in and put some pressure on Kenny Gainwell. He also has a decent pass pro, so he doesn't just get blowed up. He's not gonna run through the tackles, but we do like to run outside zone, which he's very well at doing that. He's very well at catching out in the backfield. He is gonna be a great pickup for this offense and what he can do for us. I'm hoping he come in and put some heart on the line and give Kenny Gainwell a hell of a run for his money for that running back too. I'm gonna give this a B grade. I really like the pickup, man. I didn't think Will Shipley was gonna be available for us. He's another guy that was on my big board. I thought this was an amazing pickup, man. I thought, man, listen, he's versatile. He can pass pro. He has good IQ. The last 2 years, he's been asked to basically be an option back, where he's not necessarily like option, but option where he go out and he running option routes where he go inside or he sit. He's been well at finding, holes in the zone and achieving his spot, and he can get some yak. He definitely run the screen game real well. So I like this pickup, man. I'm gonna give it a B.
King?
First, I was saying B minus for this pick, but I'll say solid B. Only because I feel like that he can challenge Gainless in that second the RB2 position. Also, I'm with Hitman too. He really can't block, but he could do everything else. He could do a little bit of everything else. Shipley.
He decent. I ain't say he gonna stand up, but he gonna do better than Gainwell.
Yeah, he's not the best blocker.
I mean, he like 5'10". Like, I just need you to chip. I just need you to chip. You go, hey, look, I seen Boston Scott completely miss him. I seen Rashad Penny get flipped and his toes was reaching for the sky. And I seen Gainless piss me off week in and week out. So Will Shipley can't do too bad.
Right. But yeah, I do give him a solid B. I think that he's going to make the roster, and I feel like that he's going to show out. I think he's going to show out when he gets his opportunity. So, salutes to him. He really wanted to be an Eagle. His brother plays here at a college. I forgot what college it was, but he does play at a college here. I think it's UPenn. But he does play here, and he said he's in Philly all the time. So, this is a good look for him.
Yep. I agree with you with the solid B as well. Our next pick, Smitty, is I'll let you say it.
Ainias Smith.
Yep. So
Texas A&M wide receiver, Definitely was another guy on my big board. I'm gonna get this here a B minus. It was a good pickup, man. We needed somebody that can come in who's a solidified slot, who can get in open field, and he got some speed on him. He's been playing slot his whole life, so he's on the shorter side, but I think he can give us some good reps, man. I think with my uncomfortable feeling at the slot receiver right now with Paris Campbell, Devontae Parker, and Britton Covey. I think he comes in, he can give us some good reps. He can get an opportunity to play in his first year, man, if he can come in and show these receiving coaches and, impress Kellen Moore and all those guys, man. But I think it's a good pickup, B minus.
Yeah. King?
I'm on the B minus / C plus tip. I need to see how he's gonna be able to compete with that wide receiver 3 spot. Also, when he does get his opportunity, how does he fit in Kellen Moore's scheme? I know what he can do in college. I already know all those things, but it's like what benefits do he brings to the Eagles? And I feel like they know what he can bring. It's just trying to unlock it. And I feel like that, the C plus and the B minus, I feel like that, he needs to be able to be coexistent with 1A and 1B and AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. If he's going to be that,
He been that for. That's the reason I like them, DV, because he been that for 4 years at Texas A&M. He had two top receivers pretty much his whole career.
Yeah, but it's the NFL.
But I'm saying that's why I feel like he can coexist. He's just gonna fall in. Hey, whatever you ask me to do. He never had to be the guy. I don't like Johnny Wilson. I don't like him because of the ego. He's been the guy for 4 years at Florida State. Like he gonna come in. He feel like he obligated to try, like basically get a spot. Like, but I like Ainias because he's been like the third guy the whole time. Like he just been chilling. The only thing I don't like about him is his route running is a little. But he wasn't asked to run routes at Texas A&M.
Yeah, his route running is iffy because we didn't see it as often, especially in college. And Daquan Mitchell. I feel like Zacchaeus is a good yards after catch receiver. We just didn't give him the opportunities here. If you watch his tape, some of his tape, I should say, in Atlanta, you will see why we were hyped to get him in the beginning of last season, but we didn't utilize him the way that he should have been utilized. That's why I was anxious of bringing him back, but they thought otherwise. They thought that he wasn't one of those guys that fit the system, the scheme, or the system, or whatever. But now we got a whole new scheme, so we just got to see what this kid Ainias do at the end of the day. But I'm happy that we got a receiver. We checked off that box, and
Jigga, that's why I'm at with it, Jigga.
I say B minus. I'll say B minus.
That's why I'm at with it, Jigga. If he can get under the wing of Smitty or AJ and they can tool him on that route running, we might have a steal, bro. Because I like them though. I mean, I think he got a few things to work on. Obviously you got picked up in the 5th round. He obviously got a few things to tool up, but if he can get those things together, he could be a nice wide receiver 3 for us.
Yep. The next one I was really, truly, absolutely happy with, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles drafting Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Go ahead, Smitty. You react to Axeman Jr. coming home to Philly.
I mean, it's a moment for the city, man. It's a moment for the team. I didn't want him early, but in the 5th, oh man, that's a steal.
You did say that. You did say that because you said it on X. You did say that.
I didn't want him. I didn't want him in the 1st, but in the 5th, that's a steal. Like you can't argue with that in the 5th. Like he's way more talented than that. For him to fall that far was a little bit crazy. I think it's definitely a good value in the 5th round at that position. He's gonna get the opportunity to come in. He don't have to necessarily perform, but if he does perform, he can get an opportunity to possibly get on the field in his first year also. So We needed some depth at that point. We had missed out on Edrin Cooper, Peyton Wilson, not necessarily missed out on, but traded past those picks to do whatever we wanted to do. And the moment for the city, man, is going to be great. The moment for the people was great. I thought Edrin Cooper probably should have been a part of this team. He brings a different dynamic, but I mean, now we got to figure out who gonna be where, because we got a few short guys, few small guys with kind of the same measurables, man. So I get a pick a C plus, B minus, C plus, same thing, like the same thing, C plus ish.
Yeah. Before we go to King,
It's a fifth rounder. So.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the War Room when they picked Chart Up, definitely go. What, King?
Well, that's what I was going to talk about, man. You about to play?
I
talk about
you,
it.
King, I got you, bro. I got you. Watch this.
Jeremiah Trotter.
Trotter. Hey, how you doing?
It's Howie Roseman.
Nice to be talking to you.
What are you thinking, man? You think we should trade up and take you right here? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd love that.
Yeah, you're an Eagle, brother. Just like it's meant to be. Right where you're back home, brother. Proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Jeremiah. Hello.
How you doing? It's Coach Sirianni.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, congrats, man.
Jeremiah, how old were you when I first met you?
I'm
Two,
sure I was
two,
young.
3,
Yeah.
4. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Just really huge congrats. Congrats to your dad. And I loved your mother, so.
Thank you.
Congrats. Can't wait to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Go ahead, King.
You mofo. Oh,
Yo,
man.
I got you.
So, this is what I was going to say, right? So, you can see, not even talk about Nick Sirianni,
Yeah.
just the people with the longevity of Philadelphia Eagles and Jeff Lurie and Howie Roseman, you know, how they treat their players and how they're connected with the players. And you see the emotion on Jeff Lurie's face, like, yo, I know your family. I know this. I know everything about you, and you know your mother. Rest in peace, Miss Trotter. But it's just one of those things where as though that, like, you know, it's bittersweet. Yes, I wasn't high on Trotter at all. I'm gonna be honest. You know, it was Edric Cooper, Colson for me, even Wilson. You know, Wilson was over him for me. But you know, if the kid's going to give us something that's missing in the linebacker position, especially because he got so much history with the team, going to St. Joe's Prep, just being a part of the city, then look, you know, I'm all for it. You know, especially in the 5th round, that's a steal. That's a steal for Howie, for the city. We was able to get him on top of, you know, because a lot of people watch Smitty check down. I watched that. I watched a lot of other content creators live streaming. They was just like, yo, why do we keep trading back? Why do we keep trading back? And for us to be able to still land this kid, it's just like, okay, now you talking about wearing number 54, you gotta be the X-Man. You have to at this point, right? So, you know, it's going to start out slow because you got guys that are over you. That is, to be honest, you know, we're trying to still see where Nakobe Dean, where he's at.
Yeah.
Also, you got Devin White. You got guys like that. So over you. So you gotta be able to, you know, fight not just them, but the other 2 guys that we got that's supposed to be for special teams. But overall, man, I'm just happy for the city that, you know, it was a lot of emotions with that pick. Not for the Trotters almost, because the Trotters was like, you know, basically, you know, work. Well, I know Jeremiah Trotter, and I know that he's going to, you know, hey, work needs to be done. You know, it's not the end all be all. Just because you got drafted by us, like, you know, Jeremiah Trotter know what we we are expecting from his child. So,
Yep.
you know, overall, man, I say C plus. It's a C plus for me until he proves to me that he belongs. You know, because I'm it's not right to actually judge him off of what his dad did,
Exactly.
but it's a standard there though
Yeah.
because of you're wearing number 54
Yep.
and you're going to have Trotter Jr. on the back of your jersey. Like it's going to be a
Yes.
standard with all the fan base, not just me, but just all the fan base.
Yep.
And we got to see where he at with it. Now you get beat out by the Kobe Dean, you get beat out by the two guys. I keep Burks and I forgot the other guy.
Nah, he got listen. He at least got at the end of this. He at least need to be at the third spot. At least,
right.
He can't get beat out by Zach Bond and Oren Burke.
Yeah.
I get what DV saying. Like, look, we brought you in. If you at least the third guy, you in a good spot because Devin White on a 1-year contract. It could be you and the Kobe next
year. Right. You know, because I watched some tape before we was talking about it, and I was trolling Smitty about his dad being in the war room and all that. But I watched some tape before, but when we picked him, I watched some other tape.
Did you hear the story, DV?
And what story?
That Trot told.
No.
Like how they were sitting, him and Junior was sitting in the truck waiting for their son to finish when they got the car.
No.
I know that was a teary-eyed moment, bro. Yeah, he said him and Trotter Jr. were sitting in the truck waiting for his younger son to finish up at his game when they got the phone call. Listen, he ain't say it was a teary-eyed moment, but that truck was full of tears.
But yeah,
that truck was
I'm just
full
saying,
of tears,
like,
bro.
This is nostalgia for people that grew up as Eagles fans watching Jeremiah Trotter, the X-Man, and now we got the X-Man Jr. Hopefully he could be in that third spot and in a good position, whereas though it's a 1-year deal for Devin White and the Kobe Dean. He had to show me time, whereas though that if you're in that third spot, you're in a good position. Let's just be honest, you're in a good position. So you got to show out any opportunity that you have. You got to capitalize on it. Period. But I'm happy for the young man. Happy for his dad. You know, I enjoy. I've been an Eagles fan for 36 years. You know, I enjoy when the city wins, but most likely, when people that put on for the city, like a Jeremiah Trotter, and so forth, they win. So, I'm happy about it overall, man. But, like I said, I had guys over him, but I know this kid can play, but he has downfalls. But I do have him kind of mimicking what we thought that Nakobe Dean would be at this juncture. But Nakobe Dean is not that because of injury. I'm not going to hold that against Nakobe Dean. But Nakobe Dean needs to, bounce back from, what we've been seeing from our linebackers that we had to pick up just because of injury.
Yeah. I'm giving 2 grades. One for him is for him as well. So it's like this. For him in the pick, I'm giving it a C plus as well. But because what he means to the city, I'm also giving him an A. It's separate. I'm giving him a C plus.
How you gonna give 2 grades, bro? Like, what kind of school you go to?
All right, fine. I'll give it a C. All right, fine. I'll give it a C plus. I'll give it a C
Average
plus.
it out.
Hey,
you give him a C
y'all
plus.
know we harsh, right? Like looking at, I've been sitting here like looking at like a few other like sources, like just seeing what they graded the picks. I'm like, dang. But I ain't seen nobody give us lower than a B plus on any pick yet.
Listen,
and I've been on PFN, Fox, ESPN. They actually gave us an A plus for this draft pick. Most people.
Look. When I'm saying Cool Cat, like you say, I understand what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said C plus.
Yeah.
Because of it was other linebackers better than him, but you said A because of a nostalgia of his dad and the history behind it and all that.
Yeah, that's
you
what
can
I meant.
average it out, but you can at least average it out to like a B. Like just give him one grade.
Yeah,
okay.
B. Yeah, yep, B. I'll give it a B. I'll give it like a B. Yeah, just a regular B, just because of what King DV said, because one, like I said, there's more better linebackers out there. Let's be real. But also, if y'all don't love the Axeman Jeremiah Trotter and what he meant to the city, I can't help you. Like I can't help you. This city felt like New Orleans when it comes to Jeremiah Trotter Jr. So that's why I'm giving it a B. Not only because of the draft pick, because there was better linebackers, but also what he meant to the city. So that's why I'm giving it. That's why I'm giving that pick a B, because y'all should saw Twitter when we got him, man. The city, Twitter, Eagles fans was elated when we got him. So that's why. Other than that, he may have been drafted, but his daddy will tell him it's time to put in the work. You got other people ahead of you on this list. You at least, like Smitty and King said, you at least got to go third. Devin White's on.
Because like the reason I say third, Cool Cat, is like if you third, you at least can possibly get in the rotation. You get fourth and fifth, you special teams, bro. You ain't seeing the field. You got to at least be third so they can like at least see you play. You know what I mean? At least get you on the field. When it's time, you know, somebody need a break, you at least the first guy off the lineup to get out there and play some linebacker. I don't need you fourth and fifth. If you really a dog, I'm gonna know, because you're gonna go in there and fight. We're gonna hear about it. We're gonna definitely hear about it, because that's gonna be talking to Kemp.
I'm gonna take another approach to it.
Mm-hmm.
You had your dad, 4-time Pro Bowler.
Damn right.
He had a historic year with the Philadelphia Eagles. Historic year. I mean, sorry, career, not year. Historic career. In your moment as a Philadelphia Eagle, you want number 54 to honor your dad. You know, all this is well put together for you, right? When you get on that field, in training camp and everything like that, know what you stand on. Know what you stand on. Know what you stand on. You got to beat out two guys to at least get to the third spot, right? And then they're going to see what Nakobe Dean can do. If Nakobe Dean, God forbid, knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt again, because I would not wish that on nobody. I want Nakobe Dean to have a great career, because we had high hopes for this guy at one point. But if you're in the third spot, you're in a good situation, because we don't know if Devin White's going to work out. We don't know, 17 games season. You don't know injuries come up to play. You have your opportunity, 1 or 2 plays, or probably a couple of weeks until the next linebacker come back to see where he's at. What I'm saying is, you are the X-Man son. You have to stand on that. Period. This is what I'm looking for with Jeremiah Trotter now. Since we got him, this is what I'm looking for. He has to stand on being the X-Man, playing for the city, and he's been around the city for years. So
hey, DB, you don't understand about like the fans, why they got so much love for Devin White, who quit on his own team last year, but they ain't got no love for Dean, bro. Like, I'd rather him beat White out and it be Dean and Trotter on the field.
I can speak for
Dean homegrown, man.
I can speak for fools because I study psychology. The reason why is because Devin White was an outsider before he was an Eagle. We drafted Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean hasn't shown anything because he wasn't available. So it's easy to critique him, but Devin White is better than any linebacker that we had in the last couple years, I should say, besides, the year that we went to the Super Bowl with, TJ Edwards and Kazir White. He's better than them. So of course they're going to say, okay, Devin White is the guy. That's why when you see Ezra Cooper go off the board, Colson get off the board, and everything like that, everybody's like, all right, get Jeremiah Trotter. You've seen people just hopping on board with Jeremiah Trotter. You had some people hopping on it, but everybody started hopping on board because that was the best linebacker at that point.
I think it's gonna be a close battle. You know what I mean? I think he could put a little prep. I think they love Dean. Dean know the defense a little bit. I ain't gonna say he got a big upper hand on anybody, but I think he do got a step on everybody in the linebacker role if he can put it on the field.
Yep. And we'll know more. We'll see and know more because rookie minicamp starts May 3rd. It starts May 3rd through the 6th or May 10th through the 13th. So we'll find out more if about Jeremiah Trotter then. So we'll find out more. All right. The next pick is Smitty.
Trevor Keegan, Michigan guard. Hey, listen, I give this a B plus. No cap. I had Trevor Keegan going in the third, the third. I was hoping we could trade and get him at like 90 or something like that. Trevor Keegan is nice. The only problem he got is he's over aggressive at times. So he gets off his position a little bit. But as far as like footwork, strength, he's 6'6", 320, long arms. Like he can literally play that guard position. Keegan should have went in the third, but he had some I think he had some ankle injuries and things like that of that nature. But he slipped in the draft full of other guards. You know what I mean? When you got that many guards out there, it's easy to slip. But he played a big role. He can play left guard. He can play right guard. He could possibly, if you wanted him to, play tackle. I think he could come in and if Tyler Steen ain't where he need to be at, I think Keegan can pick up with Stoutland and get groovy, man. I think this could possibly be one of those guys that might get a start this year for real. Like, because I don't know how confident they is in Steen. I know he's been here a year, so I know he's obviously ahead of everybody in the room at that right guard position because he understands what Stoutland's asking for. Stoutland knows what he's getting out of him at this moment. But Trevor Keegan, bro, he violent. He gets out in the run game. He's athletic. He can play that role. Like, I mean, and he 6'6", 320. That ain't no small brother. Him next to Lane could be deadly. It could be crazy, but we're gonna see. Huh?
You say ain't nobody getting around though.
If
Lane healthy, yeah, ain't nobody getting around though.
Yep.
But so before I get into this grade, I do want to address that a lot of people was questioning Howie Roseman on trading back and shoring up the next year's pick. Do you know that the investigation for the tampering for Saquon Barkley is still going on, which means that if we get more picks, which means if they take a pick, look, no harm, no foul, because now we just shored up some picks for us next season. Mm-hmm. This is why he did that.
Supposed to find out that this week, right?
I think so. I think they said after the draft, the week after the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But needless to say, this guy is a freak, man. He's a freak, man. His body size, pause. But when Harbaugh, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but his old coach, I should say, come out and say, "Yo, Philly got them a good lineman, and we know what Stoutland can do." Bro, I wouldn't have no choice but to think that he has the opportunity to start this season if he outworks Tyler Steen, if he outworks Hennessy. Hennessy might not even be in the rotation, or he might not even be on the team. Like we don't know. We just got this guy, and then we just got the guy that Stoutland was actually looking at. So we don't even know if Matt Hennessy will be one of those guys. But we just gotta wait and see.
We drafted one more lineman too. Then, yeah.
Then we got 2 wide receivers. No, the last pick was the lineman, right?
Yep.
The one before the last one, ain't it?
No, I thought that was a wide receiver.
Nyland McMahon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're talking about.
Yep. So what grade would you give? What grade would you give? Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor Keegan. Keegan. It's not that difficult, cool cat.
I know. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any of these guys, man. I'm sorry.
I say a B minus, only because I need to see the rotation. You know, is he going to be behind someone? Is he going to be fighting for a spot? You know what I'm saying? So I would say
I would not be
I'll say
okay,
a B
Jim.
minus.
Straight. You got to go back and watch the show now. See, now you got to go back and watch the show because I actually gave your guy a good grade. Would anybody like this? Anybody in the chat want to give Gene my grade for Mr. Cooper DeJean so she could not jump on me, bro? Golly. Gave him a good grade, bro.
Aaron,
What's up, GG?
what's going on?
Appreciate
Aaron?
the $5 super chat though. What's good, bro?
Yep.
Man, I'm over here. I think if they listen to our show, boy, they gonna be like, man, those some harsh boys with the.
Wait, cool.
Yeah,
Cat. So let's give Gigi what she wants. So Smitty, quick question: the slot receivers right now. You got Tyler Hall. You got the slot nickel corner. Yeah.
Okay.
You got Tyler Hall. You got Avonte Maddox. Would you put Cooper DeJean in the slot over them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you that though. Didn't I tell you that?
I don't remember
my
asking
whole
that
argument.
question.
My whole argument was I thought he was a slot corner / safety who could play.
I don't remember asking you that question.
He could play gunner. He could play gunner too. We had the conversation like the last time we talked about it when I was a little bit upset about it. I was like, I just felt like at 40 we didn't need a slot. We needed a linebacker. But definitely I got him over them. I think it's Quinyon, Cooper, and Slay starting.
So no. Let's get the people what they want because y'all gonna be on tomorrow. I'm not gonna be on with y'all. Let's get the people what they want.
Yeah. Yep.
What's gonna happen with JB? I ain't even gonna say his whole name, but what's gonna happen with JB right now?
I'm not 100% sure he's gonna be off the roster. I just don't think he's gonna be on the field. I think he possibly.
I was getting there, bro.
I think he gets the opportunity to be a mentor. If not, I think if everything don't work out right, and they look at it and say, look, we got these young guys who gonna step in, and we don't need Bradbury. I think he could be off the team. But I think it's right now a fill out situation, and I'm not sure if we can extend that money yet until June 1st to cut him. I don't think we can extend it out until it actually hits. You can't designate it June 1st and get the extension too. I think you have to wait till June 1st to extend that money out to actually cut him. If you cut him June 1st designation, you would still have to pay him something like $4 to $6 million up front right now anyway. So I think we're waiting for that opportunity to extend that money out, seeing how Fangio want to run it, and then we're gonna move from there. But I think Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell probably gonna be the two new starters on the defense on the secondary.
I think the smartest thing for the Eagles to do, honestly, this is me being honest. Y'all waited so long and held on to Bradbury, knowing some of the plan that y'all had before the draft. I think that what they should do is trade him for a pick for next year, even if it's a later pick. Just trade him for a pick. Bradbury.
If you cut him, you get like a fifth. You're gonna get a fifth compensatory anyways.
Yeah.
You probably ain't gonna get much more on the market for him. But the value is shot.
So you wouldn't like wait until trade deadline?
It don't save you any more or any less. I mean, you still pay the same amount of money whether you cut him trade deadline or June 1st. I mean, it's all the same.
For me, I'm with Smitty on this. Let him be a mentor. And if you can't work something out, you got to let him go. Because you didn't draft these two corners just for them to sit on the sideline. You didn't draft these two just for them to just sit on the bench and wait till Bradbury and Slay has done their careers. They got to get on the field sooner or later.
The reason I say Bradbury gonna be here as a mentor, he does understand the Fangio scheme, and he was really he does know what to do, and he's the reason Reed Blankenship is even decent. He showed him the defense, so I think him being here for Quinyon, him being here for Brad, him being here for Reed Blankenship, still him being here as a mentor, as somebody that understands the defense at a high level. He has the knowledge of the defense. He can be a great mentor for those young guys, man, to get them some, hey, man, you messing up here. And then he's not an aggressive guy. So you get that guy that's going to be able to talk to the young guys and relate, you know what I'm saying, and put some of those young guys in great positions.
Do y'all think that Ricks and or Kelly Ringo are the odd mans out here if we do decide to keep Bradbury?
I think it'll be Zach.
Okay.
I think even Ty. I think even Ty be probably the odd man out. I think Bradbury do got some type of like. I can't be. I know I keep saying Bradbury as a troll, but Fangio got some type of respect for Bradbury. After being here, actually seeing what he do. You know what I'm saying? I think he do got some type of respect for him to give him the opportunity at least be here to be a mentor. We don't lose or really gain anything from cutting him, but a couple $1 million. Like even then, I mean, we so straight on money. He could be here for the season. He ain't got no guaranteed money at the end of this season. He get the opportunity to be here with a great team, with some great young guys, and he could be good depth if you needed somebody for a few reps. I mean, he obviously, we don't want to see him on the field because you want your young guys to play it out. But if you do need, let's say, for instance, a game or two, you could throw Bradbury out there with some fresh legs and get an opportunity to have somebody that can come in and play. What I didn't want was him to have to be the starter. Now that I know I have the number one cornerback in the draft, I know he won't be the starter. So him being a rotational piece, just in case an emergency button, he might not even be the second guy. He might be the third guy off the bench. You might have Ringo or Ricks being the immediate starter outside first, and then you might have Bradbury. But him being here with those young guys, I think he can help coach them up. Sometimes coaches can't always put you in the best position because they're not out there on the field. Sometimes it takes somebody that's actually been in action, actually had the experience to kind of tell you and respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an all-pro. He was a Pro Bowler, 2 times in his career. So he does have some type of clout when it comes to talking to those young guys. So I do like that.
Yeah, I'm with Smitty. And I'm also with Smitty of the notion of as much as we talk about Bradbury much on BOBS and the aftermath, you got to keep them to mentor these young guys because coaches can only coach so much. But it's the people that's been here the most, like Bradbury and Slay, that can teach these guys. Like Slay said it himself on X that he will teach Quinyon Mitchell and teach Cooper DeJean when they get in the building. That's better than what a coach can do because the coach can teach you this, that, and the other. But Slay can tell you this is what you missed. This is the route that you missed. Maybe if you go here, or maybe you can go there, and James Bradbury can do the same. So for me, I'm with Smitty, like Ty, and some of these other guys can go because our cornerback room is to the grim. So I'm
like
with
803 said something. Well, we missed it though, but he said he liked that idea because rookies do hit that rookie wall. You get late in the season, you might need somebody there to be, hey, let me, hey, jump in there real quick so the coaches can talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Who gets converted into safety first, Kelly Ringo or Cooper DeJean?
I think it's gonna be Ringo. Because I think what's gonna happen, right? This is my opinion, right? I think Sidney is gonna be playing underneath. I think you're gonna let him and CJ kind of roam underneath, kind of play it freely. I think you're gonna sit, and I think they're gonna sit your boy Reed Blankenship over the top since he's a little bit slower than those two. He's gonna sit way up high, 3 safety set, and then you're gonna have where you play Cooper DeJean is gonna be like everywhere. You're gonna see him sometimes lined up like he a linebacker. He's gonna be slot. He gonna be on the edge as a blitzer a couple times. Like he gonna be doing a lot of things. I think he gonna be the real X piece of this defense where he get to move around Joker style. He gonna be everywhere. I think he gonna be doing a lot. He gonna play a little safety though. He is gonna play a little safety though. He is gonna play a little safety.
Yeah, they already talked about him playing everywhere.
Yeah, they did. But what I'm saying is, it's almost like, you got Isaiah Rodgers. You want Isaiah Rodgers on the field, and I know that he can play the outside. He can play the slot. He's better outside to me. But you got Cooper DeJean now. You got Quinyon Mitchell. You have these guys that right now. I'm gonna just honestly say, with everybody that we have, I feel like that. Let's just say, knock on wood. Hopefully, it don't happen. If Slade, hit a tackle and get injured again like he did last season, and James Bradbury doesn't show up, I'm comfortable with our secondary because of who we drafted.
Imagine Isaiah Rodgers, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean.
This is what I'm saying.
Now, boy. Oh my!
This is what I'm saying.
God.
I'm comfortable with our secondary because now.
Hey, somebody just go up. Go up. Somebody said it too. I think it's Millie Fee. You got to go up. He said in a few months he turned it from a weakness to a strength, or something, from a liability to a strength. Oh God!
Thanks. That's why I said, like I said in the draft, in the beginning of the draft, me and Smitty was live. Cool Cat was there first day.
Yeah.
I was
for having me on, by the way.
No problem, bro. I was so pissed off because I'm like, I wanted Edgerrin Cooper. Every mock draft I had Edgerrin Cooper in the mock draft. The fact that we didn't get him, this is why I was mad. It wasn't nothing against Cooper DeJean, because I know what he brought. And then also, honestly, be honest with you, everybody else liked him.
Hand got forced.
Right. But then at the same time, I'm like, they traded up for him for a reason. They're going to try to utilize
DV. That's what I heard. Like, it was either we traded up and got Cooper DeJean or Edgerrin Cooper. Either way, one of them was going to Green Bay. That's what I heard from some Green Bay people. Like, they heard from their insiders, like, they pretty much had put it out there, like, at 45, if either one of those is ours. So whoever trading up to get one, we getting the other, period.
It's true. That's true, because they swoop Edgerrin Cooper up right afterwards. And that's why everybody was saying that, oh yeah, we took Cooper DeJean from them, but they got us back with Edgerrin Cooper. But I'm like, they really didn't, because I didn't think Edgerrin Cooper was going to fall that deep. Period. Really didn't.
I thought he was going to be at least like right where we traded up at.
I mean, he was there, but
I was confused. But when I heard them talk about like how he gonna play, I'm like, okay, I understand.
And I also understand, because we were ranked 28th in the secondary last year. Like,
passing defense, 30th.
Yeah, passing defense, 30th. That's even worse. Last the season before that, we was ranked top 5. So yeah.
Yep.
Gene. It's Holy Sunday. Bro.
No. Listen, as long as he ain't on the field, as long as he ain't lacing up real cleats and they ain't giving him a helmet, I'm cool. As long as Quinyon Mitchell is on the field as the starter, playing majority of the minutes, then I'm cool. But I understand why you would keep a Bradbury here. I definitely want him on the team. If they get rid of him, I would be elated. But I can understand why an old school guy like Vic Fangio keeps a Bradbury. You turn him into a coach instead of a player. You have him out there as a mentor, as a motivator. You're asking Quinyon Mitchell to play zone. You're asking him to play a defense he's not used to. James Bradbury been playing zone his whole career in the NFL. You get him in, he can at least give those guys some type of pointers. Even if you cut him out the OTAs, he gets the opportunity to plug in with some young guys and give off the knowledge he got. He has been a top 20 corner, majority of his career. So he has an opportunity to get in here and show these guys some things, man. He is very well with this offense, with this defense. But I hope he does take 0 snaps.
I don't think he's going to take all the snaps. I think they're going to give him that respect. Honestly, this is where I'm at with it. I think they're going to give him respect at the beginning of the season to make sure that, they're going to make the right decision throughout the season. If he goes back to that 2023, 2024 season of Bradbury, then yeah, Quinyon Mitchell was on the other side of Slay.
I think what's gonna happen is I think he's gonna get the first team snaps in OTAs DV to give Quinyon Mitchell a chance to learn. I think he got a real opportunity to start week 1. He gonna have to earn it though, because Bradbury is a vet.
With it, I think that Bradbury this season may get the what's the safety that nobody liked last year with the locks that we traded to Tennessee.
Not his name. Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, Terrell Edmonds. He's going to get that treatment. If he doesn't show up in the first couple weeks, he's going to be on a trading block by trade deadline.
He might not be getting minutes though. I could just see him being on the bench, bro.
No, we want him. We want him on the bench, but the way that Howie, because I'm listening to Howie talk, and I'm trying to Howie is a verbal smokescreen, whereas though that he will talk a certain way and he would do something totally opposite. Like remember in the beginning, he was like, "Yeah, Bradbury's in our plans."
This on Quinn.
Never said
he could be on the plans to coach him up. Like I said, a mentor. Hey man, we kept him here because we thought the young guys could learn from him. Even though he didn't play this season, he was great inside the locker room.
Now, how would you feel? How would you feel if they actually rotate the other side until they know who's the better fit?
No, I don't want him to get 0 snaps. I said he is as a mentor. If not, listen, if you think about giving him any snaps, go ahead and walk him through the door right now, man. I ain't gonna need to play no games with you. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Miller, he do play zone majority. He can play press man, you know what I'm saying, but he got the speed. I watched him in the Senior Bowl play a lot of press man. And he was cooking them boys. He liked to play the trail technique a lot. I see that he used his speed as a very much of a tool. He like I seen him a couple of times where I knew he could have stayed on top of the cornerback. He let the receiver. He could have stayed on top of the receiver. He let the receiver get in front of him, and then he covered the ground real quick, just to like show him like I'm playing with you.
The inconsistencies of James Bradbury throughout his career. I don't give a damn about none of that. You got cooked by a rookie in Seattle, bro. You got cooked by the route was so basic, but you got lost. And then you looked they put the camera on this man looking around, seeing where his help was. He got cooked on a one-on-one. Period. It was a one-on-one, and they was going right at him. What's his name? Drew Luck.
He might have right at it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and get Bradbury at the team. He might have PTSD when we play the Giants if Drew Lock out there. He might scare the young boys. He might go, yeah, go ahead and get off out of it.
So what I'm saying is, I feel like he is in the plans. He might get traded. He might be a June 1st cut. He could be. We probably could take a hit. I don't know. It's a lot of things that he could be in the plans with. That's why I was like, yo, when he said that, it's a smokescreen of what he actually wants to do. Just like the whole top 30 visits. You know, we was talking about Ezra Cooper. We was talking about Terrion Arnold. Before we even knew that we were going to get Quinyon Mitchell at 22, we was talking about Terrion Arnold. We was talking about him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was so much that was put out there that was a smokescreen that he went the other route.
You know when I knew it was Quinyon, bro? When I found out we basically bold-faced hid that he had a top 30 visit with us. and it didn't really come out until right before the draft. I was like, whoa, why they hid that? Oh yeah, that's it. I get it. Okay, you tried to hide it behind the scenes, but if you really look at it, I mean, every guy we drafted, we took a 30 million. Every one of them.
One thing I want to talk about, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see CJ Gardner-Johnson going at Micah.
Yeah.
CJ Gardner-Johnson is not playing with the boys. I'm happy that he's back on the team because I would need him healthy for both of those Cowboys games. Both of them. Because how he was going at him and basically saying, yo, this is what it is. And like, I didn't even know he was from your neck of the woods, Smitty.
Who?
CJ. He said I'm from Orlando.
Oh, I ain't know that either.
Yeah, he said it on the live on Instagram. But anyway, I'm happy he said something about what I didn't get the gist of what Micah was saying about him, but I'm happy he said something back. I'm happy he said.
What did Micah say first? I didn't even understand what Micah said first.
I think he said something about because they were talking about Quayon Mitchell, and then I think
he was talking about how the Eagles was lucky to get Quayon, that he fell all the way down.
Right, but he did like the other guy. I'm not going to say
Cooper DeJean
and all that. No. The guy that was on the live with him and CJ Stroud.
Oh.
The guy that was calling the picks out. He was
him.
Like, yeah, they got. He said because he was naming the guys, and he was like, yeah, and they got CJ. And Micah said something slick, and that's what made CJ get on live.
Oh, that guy that was reading the picks and stuff. I guess he was an Eagles fan.
What did he? Okay, I don't know. I might be a little lost.
I don't know if or verbatim what he said, what the guy said, but I know Micah was saying something slick like, "Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that guy," something of that nature. And that's what CJ was like, "All right," and that's when he said what he said, and he tweeted.
Right. Yep. Let's go ahead and get to the other two picks. Johnny Wilson. King, we'll start with you.
Get this joint a D+.
Dang.
That's what he said.
What he say?
Y'all didn't tell me. CJ Gardner-Johnson said belt the ass when I catch you.
Yeah.
He said clout is a hell of a drug.
Tweet. Yep. He said that about Michael Parsons too. But going back to the pick, Cool Cat.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a D+ because I don't understand like why. I really don't. I understand we need a receiver. We need a double dip at receiver. But look. Good job, kid. You know, you got drafted. Regardless if you make the team or not, you got drafted. You know, you got Covey. You got 1 and 2. I don't know if 1 or 2 of those guys that we signed is going to be here. Then you also got Anais. That's what I'm saying. Like we got receivers. Like I think that you got to free up some of that receiving core and basically make room for either linebacker or some place spots that you were weak at. I don't know why we got this guy. Johnny Wilson sounds like a serial killer. But yeah, I think that I'm happy that he got drafted. He wasn't undrafted, but at the end of the day, more power to him. I don't think that he's going to make the roster though. That's why I give it a D+ because I don't understand this pick. This was the other reach for me. I don't understand this pick at all.
Smitty?
I love this pick. Outside of his attitude, bro, I love the pick. He's 6'7". Bro, do you know what he means in the red zone? We don't have a receiver on our roster that big. You put him in the red zone and say, hey, we playing basketball. All I need you to do is a 5'8" corner out there. Go up, turn your back to him. Jalen Hurts going to high point it. You go get it. It's money. I like the pick if he can turn out. I don't think it was a reach. I mean, he picked kind of where you need to be, like 6th round. It's a decent pickup. Johnny Wilson is huge. He does sound like a serial killer, though. He do sound like he'll be sitting outside your crib if you ever cheated on him and left him. Like, I told you, baby. I told you. And he big though, man. He a big body. He plays big. That's the one thing I do like about him. Jinjin, I mean, in college, I can't say what he's gonna be in the pro, but in college, I mean, he was the guy at Florida State. So he had a couple issues when they brought in transfers that he had to share the offense with. But I think he'll be straight here, man. College is different. Some dudes have a little mentality at college and come to the pros and it ain't the same. So I think putting it up there 6'7", bro, he can jump. He run a 4.5. I mean, and if you convert him into a tight end and he can really buy into being a tight end, you could have a crazy talent right here. I like the pick, man. I'm gonna give it a B. I'll give it a B.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. No. So let me ask you a question. So if we do convert him to tight end, then I'll raise it up to a C+. But if we do convert him, do you think he will start over Uzomah, whoever?
I think he give all them boys a run. 4.5, 6'7". I mean, I think this year, I really honestly believe his role is gonna be Mr. Jump Ball in the red zone. When we 3-4 yards out, they're gonna put him outside, they're gonna isolate a cornerback, put Devontae Smith or put whoever in motion, leave him one-on-one out there and say, hey, we playing basketball. But he's 6'7" with like a 30-something vert. Like he going up. Ain't too many people gonna be able to stop him. And his wingspan is crazy. You want to know what it is?
No, I actually did. You know what it was?
I can't. I don't know it off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. He has. Oh, he got 10-inch hands too. Jesus, wingspan 84.5 inches.
Damn, I don't even know what.
37 vert.
I know.
10.8 broad jump. 84, 7.5 feet.
See, my mindset is on Nick Sirianni's offense, where he didn't utilize Julio Jones the right way in the red zone. I really think that he could benefit in Kellen Moore's offense. The only thing is that he has to get that position though.
I think his effort as far as at Florida State from the guys, and I know some guys inside of that locker room. I know some guys that worked there that I went to school with. He worked, bro. He gonna come in and give everything. He got to work on a few things. Take off the line. You know what I'm saying? Not getting, but listen, you put him in that 6'7" role the first year and just say go up there and get it. He can do that. Kellen Moore can use him in a great role like that. Just, hey, look, we playing basketball, bro. Box him out. Jalen Hurts gonna put it up there. You got a 37 vert, 7 foot wingspan. You 6'7". Shouldn't be too many corners up there where you at. You should be in a different atmosphere.
Yep. So the last pick before we grade Howie and the Eagles is Diane McMahon. So start it.
Hey Dylan. Let's say Dylan. Let's say Dylan, cool cat. Who is Diane?
Dylan.
Let's say Dylan.
Dylan. Go ahead, Smitty. Hey, Smitty.
You don't even know his name.
This is
I know Smitty.
This is our. If Matt Hennessy does not make the team, Dylan is our backup center. He plays center. He plays guard. He's also a diverse offensive lineman. Dylan was on my big board also. I forgot we even drafted him for a minute there. And his name is Dylan McMahon. I don't know where you got Diane McMahon, McCone. I don't know what you call that man, but that man name got slaughtered. Yeah, he is definitely.
I love you guys.
He's definitely gonna probably be the backup center here for this upcoming season. I don't got too much trust in Matt Hennessy, man. He been out for 2 years. Dylan has never missed a game in the 4 years he played at North Carolina State. He played all 4 seasons fully healthy, no injuries, and he played at a high level. So I think it's been a nice effort for Stoutland to get some depth on that offensive line. It's a few guys on that offensive line that I looked up and seen the other night, and I said I don't need them to make the team because they are buns. And I don't think they could block a fly inside of a mousetrap. Like I don't think they can do anything with it. We ain't gonna speak on too many of those because I just hope they don't make the team. So yeah.
Go ahead, King.
Oh, we supposed to give a grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I give it a C plus. I mean, he gonna be a backup, so it ain't really like he gonna come in and make it. He has no opportunity to play in front of my starting center. So he's definitely a backup. So it's a C plus. C plus.
King?
So my man Diane, right? So my man Diane going
And then you got 803 saying I'm drinking. I don't drink.
Hey, hold on. Hey, when did we sign LaRaven Clark?
I don't know.
These the dudes I'm talking about, bro. LaRaven Clark. Hold on, let me get down here. Fred Johnson. Who is Fred Johnson?
I don't know.
Darian Kennard.
Nope.
Who?
I don't know none of them guys.
Hold on. Let me go down some more. I'm trying to find some. Jason Poe.
Who the heck is that?
Letus Smith.
First of all, I don't trust him. His name Letus.
The only person I know that's a backup on this team right now is Brett Toth.
But no, but back to my man Diane. So my man Diane, I feel like that he could challenge the backup center role. I get it. Smitty gave him a C plus. I'm not giving him no damn C plus. I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C
backup,
because
I give it a C plus because I mean,
yeah, that's cool.
I don't got no expectation of him to get on the field. He's here to earn a spot as a backup center for the next 5 to 10 years. You're just gonna be sitting there, cobwebs on your cleats. Right?
I got a lot of faith in Cam Jurgens.
That's what I'm saying. You finna have a lot of cobwebs on your cleats. You're gonna be able to bring in Cam Jurgens water. That's your job for the next 5 years.
I'm saying, yeah. Cam go look at that man and be like, thank you, Diane. And drink.
Yeah, Diane, appreciate the water, Diane. Now go sit down. And who was the backup center we had for years? Wasn't it? It was Driscoll, wasn't it? Driscoll and Sewell. He basically Driscoll, a replacement for Driscoll. Cause we lost. I don't think we wanted to lose Driscoll. He's a replacement. Man. He gonna play center if Cam Jurgens get hurt. That's it. And he might not even be the first one out the line for that. He probably the third string dude. I guess it's gonna be Jason Poe, whoever Jason Poe is.
No, Jason Poe gonna be Poe because he ain't gonna be on this team.
It looked like he been here. He not a UDFA signing. Oh yeah, yes he is. Yes he is.
That's cool.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I just want to know when did we sign? When did we sign some of these people though? Was I asleep?
Hey, still trying to figure out who Diane is.
I'm trying to figure out too.
It's Dylan. I get it, King. Dylan McMahon.
No, the chat said it though. And that wasn't me.
I messed up Dylan's name, y'all. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any of these guys.
Wait.
Cause ain't LaRaven Clark like 50?
Yeah, like I said, these guys is not gonna be here, bro.
How long has LaRaven Clark been on my team? Because
bro,
I think
all the guys. Listen. You too much energy. These guys are going to be at the tailgate with us. Like they're not even going to be in the locker room, bro. They're going to be at the tailgate.
Well, LaRaven Clark been here for a minute. We just didn't know it. Oh, dang. My bad, LaRaven. You've been a backup for a while.
First of all, I don't want nobody on my team named Lil Raven. He sound like a vampire.
He been here since he been on and off our team since 2021. I don't know who he is, but he ain't played the game for us but one time.
All right. Howie Roseman and the Eagles and
A++, A+++++++, because you sit up here, you sign your number 1 or 1A receiver in AJ Brown before the draft. Then you shore up the secondary that was 30th ranked the last season. You shore that up with 2 guys that was top 5 in cornerbacks or DBs, I should say. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, what are you doing with trading back and everything? It's because you're shoring up picks for next season when the NFL decides, okay, what pick they taking. That we got picks to work with, and Howie Roseman know how to maneuver, try to trade up with guys and everything, depending on how the next year draft is going to fall. And then you still sit up there with the nostalgia and get a Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Sound like you now, Cool Cat. But overall, I think it was an A++++. Howie Roseman knocked his offseason out the park so far. I know offseason is not done for Howie Roseman until August. You see, he signed somebody from the Jets, or former Jets O-lineman that Stoutland was looking at. It's never done until August. 2 seasons ago, we signed CJ Gardner-Johnson in August.
Yep.
So, it's never done. So I'll give it an A++.
Yep. Smitty?
A plus. I don't know how much you do better. Like the draft been great, the offseason been great. Complete turnaround of the team. It's been interesting to see how we kind of how things went. We ended the season depleted, hurting, embarrassed. All the things you can name that made you upset, about how we ended the season, how we ended in the playoffs, how the secondary looked majority of the season. Even when we was winning, they looked bad. Like, he completely revamped. He went in the offseason. He addressed some things in the offseason of need. Then he turned around in the draft. He made all, the necessary, even if we didn't get Edgerrin Cooper. I know a lot of people wanted Edgerrin. He still addressed the linebacker. He still addressed, some points of needs. And I think, honest to God truth, I think Howie was so mad at the secondary. He was like, I'm going back-to-back DB. I don't care what nobody say. He was upset with this defense because it did not look good. And I don't think Vic Fangio wanted to go in with a lot of those guys that he probably seen on tape last year. I'm pretty sure he watched some of the tape. He just probably didn't like what he seen, and he wanted to revamp it too. So they probably worked together, and this is what we got, man. I think A++ is all you can do because he took the biggest liability we had last year in the secondary. And right now, if you look at that secondary, a lot of people are like, whoa, if they turn out to be good, if those, like Miss Ash, back to what you said all season, if these position coaches can get them ready to go, it could be scary times, man, for a lot of people.
Yep, and I agree with y'all. A+++ to old Howie T. He did a marvelous job at the beginning by extending AJ Brown, and this draft, piece of cake. So I agree with everybody. So let's go ahead and give our final thoughts before we wrap up the show. So King, it's on you.
Man, what a draft, what an offseason so far. Like I said, there still could be some moves made. We don't know how or what Howie is thinking at this point. We just know he continuously to work for the greater of the team. Happy that we shore up some guys, and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Mailata, and Dickerson, shored up some guys, and we brought some guys in, Saquon Barkley, Bryce Huff, so forth.
Oh, we didn't talk about John Ross. I forgot about him.
Yeah,
He came out
he's
of
supposed to be,
retirement.
yeah, he's supposed to be working out with the Eagles.
He gonna be here for. He gonna do a tryout through the
Okay, you're
Eagles
supposed to be the
rookie
host. You're
minicamp.
supposed to be on everything, bro.
I'm sorry, I forgot about him. I thought we could go ahead. John Ross, my bad. Go ahead.
I don't even know what
I
you
think
just
if
did.
listen,
But
honestly, God, true. If he can work out that speed, somehow be maybe a returner, I think that's what he's here for. To be honest, with the new return rules, I think that's the only reason he getting try. I don't think he's gonna be a receiver though.
we got a couple guys that could be returning on the team already.
I think he's just gonna get an opportunity. 4.2 speed. They're just gonna give him a chance, see what he can do.
Yeah. I'm happy that he came out of retirement and everything. So somebody might pick him up if we don't. But I'm happy that we're giving him that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
what's the dates for rookie minicamp? Do anybody know before we leave?
What? The dates? No, not
rookie minicamp.
They didn't announce it.
Yeah, I thought they did already.
Yeah, not offhand.
Oh, I see it right here. It look like.
What's the date? What's the date?
Hold on, let me go down. NFL just announced the 9 weeks. Oh, my phone. What's going on? Phase 1, phase 2, the next 3 weeks. Phase 1. Okay, so we had the April 15th one already, right? May. It looked like it just. This ain't okay. Mandatory minicamp starts June. Look like May 20th.
Okay. That's cool. I'm gonna try to be outside the NovaCare, trying to get some snapshots or whatever. But oh yeah, I'm happy that we got our guys and everything like that. That show coming up, are coming within the season. Stay tuned for that. Of course, Inside the Nest, me and Smitty. I'm gonna be doing my regular shows, or not shows, but videos throughout the week. Also, here Aftermath.
Yep.
But as always, go Birds, man. There's always news to put out. It's always something to talk about. So just stay tuned. Like all the channels. Ding the bell for notifications. And fly Eagles fly.
Yep. Before I pass it to Smitty, I'm on the OperationNFL.com. For rookie minicamp, it's either May 3rd through the 6th or May 10th through the 13th.
So what starts the 20th then? I don't know what the hell this page is. This is the Eagles Wire, and they ain't got the days right? This is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead, Smitty.
They need to get it together. Eagles media pages need to get it together.
Yeah, I'm on operation.nfl.com, so that's where I got it.
I'm on the EaglesWire.us today, and they got May 20th through the 22nd as rookie.
That's spring league meeting slash coach in Nashville.
Look, this says the Eagles will break down into phase 3 of the off season with rookie minicamp starting May 20th to the 23rd. And mandatory camp starting June 4th through the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what it say on here.
All right. I believe Smitty. You don't lie. So.
Nah, this the Eagles Wire. They could be wrong because how we get 2 different dates, but that don't matter. It's been a great draft. We're gonna be, continuing it's gonna get into the slow season here soon. Right after rookies minicamp, so we're gonna be trying to do as much as we can, man, to keep things rolling. But y'all know y'all can catch me Mondays, Birds of Broad Street, Wednesdays, Inside the Nest, Saturdays at 12 on the check down, Sundays, Birds of Broad Street Aftermath. So, man. So it's gonna be eventful here. I'm ready to get some things started. So. I got some things coming soon, so y'all keep y'all ears, eyes open, man. Keep the notification bells. Shout out to the new people that showed up, man. I had a few new people on the page today. Yeah. Shout out to y'all for being here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all keep coming back, man, and subscribing to this good content that I'm trying to bring. We're working on a lot, man. So just keep the notification bells on. Likes, comment, subscribe. Fly Eagles fly. Go Birds. Till next time.
Yep, and for me. Thank y'all all for watching. Again, Cool Cat Mitch, BOBS, Broad Street Aftermath, Bird Talk, Jalen Freaking Hurts podcast, and more content coming for your boy. Also, I love this draft. I can't wait to see what we got for rookie mini camp, OTAs, mini camp, and training camp. It'll be a slow start Eagles Nation, but we'll still be here giving you guys content. And beware, because in the coming days, the NFL schedule will be released, and we will know who the Philadelphia Eagles will face weeks 2 through the 18th, because we know week 1 we got the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. We just don't know what time it starts. So be on the lookout for the NFL schedule. And for King DV and Smitty and your boy, Fly Eagles Fly, subscribe to the Check Down, Inside the Nest.
Shout out to my man Diane for
getting drafted and accomplishing his dreams.
just making it all possible, man.
Exactly. Salute to Diane. Fly Eagles Fly. Go Birds.